Hello everyone, welcome back to Below Par, myself Joe Lovery. So in today's video then, I'm going to help you with a killer move that is probably in your golf swing that is stopping you from performing at your best and certainly giving you a lot of trouble on the golf course. So guys, for those of you that haven't already subscribed, please do make sure you subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate all the support that you guys have given us so far, all the likes, all the comments. Please do keep that up. But everyone that watches this video, we would really appreciate if you subscribed. So there's lots of times then in the golf industry that an early extension is diagnosed. We have it many times in lessons, and it's something that can very easily be fixed. And a lot of the time it's just not having an understanding on how to actually move your hips in general that then causes the issue. So let's start then with what is an early extension. So let's start to look then at this early extension move. Now, I like to diagnose this in terms of just talking about the hips for this video. It's going to keep it nice and simple for you. So what we often see then with an early extension is everyone starts in a nice setup, they turn to the top. From this position here now, right hip is going to pop forwards, means I'm now completely out of posture, and normally then forces the club out away from me, because obviously now I'm in the way. It can cause things like shanks or heel strikes. So I'm not going to hit one with an early extension, but I will however show you how we're going to get out of that habit. So what happens at the moment is left hip turns to the top of the backswing. Now for us at the moment, our right hip now comes out round to meet it, and you can notice if you line my bum up with something in the distance from here now, what you'll notice is when I turn, I'm still on this platform. However, when the hip starts to drive forward, I drive forwards in that direction, and this then causes that early extension. So what we want to try and feel is that when we turn to the top of the backswing, our hips now are going to return back into their address and then open into our follow through. Now you'll notice that allows me to stay in much better posture, and it's going to improve my strike at that end, down at the golf ball. So how are we going to do that? So the big thing to think about is if you were twisting your hips, so if you put your hands on your hips and you were just to stand and twist your hips, you'll see how my hips are not going back and forwards, cheeky, but they are rotating. So by getting them to rotate here, this is the move we're after during your golf swing. We want this move. You wouldn't stand and go like so. You would stand and simply turn the hips, and this is what we're after now in the swing. So we're looking for the hips to remain where they are. So we need to get this left hip moving backwards again once we get to the top of the backswing. So up to the top of the backswing. First move now is to move the left hip back. Now a nice feel for this is we're going to straighten our left leg and feel like we're pushing off the floor there, and you'll notice now, look how that clears my hips and allows me to stay in posture. Let's hit a ball trying that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to think about, I'm going to do it nice and slow, we're going to think about getting here, and rather than this way and this right hip trying to get round the left hip, we're going to feel like we straighten that left leg and we turn the hip. So I'm just going to start one nice and slow. Left leg, left hip. Okay, notice I managed to stay back, rather than for many of you, you're going to finish your shot stood upright. So another one, just nice and smooth. In that setup, we're going to think up top, left leg, left hip. It was even better than the first one. That's the move we're after. See, it allows me to keep those hips back. What we're going to do now, we're going to hit a ball trying this move. So think about that movement again. We don't want the right hip driving forwards or tucking under. We want to feel it's the left hip now that gets out the way. So it's the top of the backswing, left hip, left leg's going to straighten, left hip's going to turn. And you can see then that allowed me to stay more in posture and stop the hips from popping forwards into this sort of tuck position that many people are at with that early extension. So guys, give that a go. You can try it at home, you can try it on a wall, you could do numerous things, but I love the idea of just standing and turning. Take it away from the golf swing, just turn your hips. What happens? I'm not moving away from this point, I'm staying in posture, and then try and make that feel like that happens in your golf swing. Guys, thank you very much for tuning into the video. I hope you really enjoyed today's content. If it's something that you've struggled with in the past, it's going to make a huge difference, hopefully, to your game. Let me know how you get on in the comments below, and look forward to seeing you all very soon.